Kundalini comes from the root, the Muladhara Chakra. It is that which represents the greatest potential for human beings. The etymology of this Sanskrit word comes from mula, which means root, and adhara, which means the basis, the foundation. Mula can also mean origin or essence, so Muladhara means the very potential from which all our energies arise. Let's dive deep into the essence of the Muladhara Chakra. And I really like how as we're reading through the chakras on the side of the page begin to light up, starting with the red light at the root. Just as the womb of the mother creates the basic requirement for the growth of the embryo, the Muladhara Chakra forms the basis and the starting point for our spiritual development. It is the foundation from which we climb the ladder of the chakras, the root from which we receive the nourishment for our spiritual development. For this reason, and because it lies at the lowest point in the spinal column below the coccyx, it also bears the name root chakra. Everyone admires the leaves and flowers of a plant, but hardly anyone admires or takes notice of the roots that lie hidden in the darkness of the earth. But the roots form the basis of the vegetation. From the sustenance received from the roots, the sprout gains the power to penetrate the dark soil, grow upwards towards the sun, and produce flowers, fruits, and seeds. Kundalini Shakti, spiritual energy, has its roots in the Muladhara Chakra, but it is a deep, motionless sleep. When we awaken this slumbering potential that lies within the Muladhara Chakra, we are able to work our way towards the light of knowledge and attain the fruit of self-realization. Sri Mahaprabhuji described the process of the development of consciousness from the Muladhara Chakra to supreme consciousness in a bhajan, in a devotional song. In this bhajan, he mentions a yoga technique through which we can awaken the Kundalini Shakti in the Muladhara Chakra. This yoga technique is known as Yoga Nidra, the conscious sleep of the yogi. For more information about Yoga Nidra, you can see the book called Lila Amrit, The Divine Life of Sri Mahaprabhuji. Cassettes and CDs of Yoga Nidra practices are available at Yoga and Daily Life Centers. So this Yoga Nidra, the conscious sleep of the yogi, which is able to give us deep and beautiful experiences at a higher level of consciousness. It is also practiced as a deep relaxation technique. Here we'll sing the bhajan of Yoga Nidra. And again, as always, I don't know the original language or melody, so you'll have to make do with my improv. Only a few know the secret of Yoga Nidra, for with this sleep that is conscious, the sun rises in the night. Directing the gaze inwards, you rest in shunya, white emptiness detached completely from the body. The downward-facing blossom opens and your words come from your heart. The suspended ribbon of consciousness is tied with turiya, and the unattainable becomes attainable. Countless suns are shining in the emptiness. The power of divine nature awakens in the reversed blossom and grows into superconsciousness. When their consciousness merges with the superconsciousness, the yogi experiences the eternal self. They hear the soundless sound of the divine name. The moment their consciousness unites with the Supreme, they gain knowledge of the tattvas, the elements. Now their consciousness has returned to its divine homeland. Here there is only pure consciousness. There are no visions. Beforehand their work lacked clarity. They were standing on the shore, conjectured about what it would be like on the other side. Now they are Purusha, complete. Now their words bear witness to what lies on the other side. The omniscient Shiva revealed to us the great science of yoga. Sri Krishna explains it in the Gita. Many saints and yogis have spoken about it, but only a few have attained perfection. Sri Alakh Puriji, the true sannyasin, has realized all levels. Sri Deva Puriji, the Lord of yogis, showed to me that formless world. Only a few know the way of Yoga Nidra. Those who master it can understand what Guru means. Swami Deep says, the true heroes are those who have awoken the eternal consciousness within their consciousness. Do forgive me for that. There were some technical Sanskrit terms in that. For example, Turiya refers to the supreme consciousness, the fourth state beyond the deep sleep, the dream and the waking. The downward-facing blossom symbolizes the Muladhara Chakra, out of which climbs the Kundalini Shakti, the spiritual energy. Purusha meant human, and here it means the self. And a sannyasin is one who has renounced the world, a term for a monk in the Sanatana Dharma. Alright. The karmas, the actions of our past lives, rest in the Muladhara Chakra, and from these arise the happiness or unhappiness experienced in this current life, known as the prarabdha karma. From every act that we perform or have performed, a seed is sown in the Muladhara Chakra that will sooner or later rise into the light. And these seeds determine our fortune. In each lifetime, we have planted innumerable seeds that continue to grow and multiply until a dense, impenetrable jungle has arisen. The Muladhara Chakra is the seat of the unconscious. It is like a dark, locked cellar whose hidden contents we have only a vague idea about. Perhaps there are precious stones, or perhaps poisonous scorpions or snakes. When a snake is sleeping, therefore in an unconscious state, it appears to be peaceful and harmless. But in a wakeful state, it can be extremely menacing and dangerous. When the Muladhara Chakra becomes active, qualities that we have not suspected were within us, such as destructive rage, all-consuming passion, excessive desires, or deep-seated anger can surface and astound us. Or, on the other hand, we can also experience wonderful feelings of freedom, joy, harmony, and closeness with the divine. All these experiences await us when we open the door of the unconscious and illuminate it with the light of knowledge. When we recognize our reality within the Muladhara Chakra, our entire perspective of the world can change instantaneously. One question that is often raised is whether it would be better to allow the unconscious to remain buried rather than to stir it up. The answer is that we can only attain freedom when everything that we have carried with us since the beginning of our existence is brought up into the light. Further spiritual development is only possible when everything we have amassed has been processed and purified, and all obstacles from the past removed. It is only when our vision is clear that we are able to recognize the path that will lead us towards realization. Our discussion of the Muladhara Chakra continues for many pages, so this will have to be a multi-part reading. But thank you for listening. It is clear that all that untapped potential for both good and bad must be realized at the deepest level. All in good time. Om Namah Shivaya.